Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach who helps sensitive, self-reflective souls choose growth and transformation. I have an intuitive message for you about your spiritual journey this week. And I also wanted to do something a little extra special for you with the new moon. So I will draw a card or two at the end for an extra message. So stick around for that. Let's get started. We're looking at your inner world. And we've got the Sun and the Three of Pentacles, actually Three of Pentacles going on into the Sun in your inner world. And in your outer world, we have the Tower. And we have the Ace of Wands. All right, so in this reading, we're going to be looking at your inside world, your outside world, and the relationship or interaction between the two. I am literally blinded by the light in this reading. We have so much fire. Our Ace of Wands, our Sun, even the Tower has that fire type of energy here. So this, I feel, is a really big reading, a really big week for you. But let's get started. Let me ask if we're inside or outside first. Okay, let's look at the outside world. You know, this is really... Oh, I'm getting chills from these cards being together. I'm not sure why. We're going to find out why. You know, these cards are really fascinating. With this Tower energy, we have a complete breaking down, a complete breaking apart or dissolving of the way things were. Right now, I am feeling and wanting to say this energy of rotted foundations. This is not really a new way to describe the Tower, because the Tower is often described as the foundations blowing apart. But right now it's coming to me in the image of wood, of rotten wood that just needs to be blown apart. It seems like this is some kind of identity or identifier type of concept that we're looking at, that there's a change in identity. And this is interesting because this is the outside world. And Sagittarius, with your vision so big and so global, I want to say that this is happening not just in your immediate environment, but in the bigger sense of the world. That there is a faulty identity that was being held before. And now we have a chance for rebirth. The lightning comes in to strike the Tower. The Tower blows apart because it's built on this rotting wood. And then we have this other wood. The wand is made out of wood. You can see it's kind of a twig. It comes up in a special, very spiritual rebirth. Yeah, I'm looking at, there's a spiral. You can't probably see it. There's a spiral on the bottom of the wand, which is going in the direction of rebirth. So it's breaking down that idea of burning up the forest before, so that the new growth can come out. And maybe this is why they're giving me the wood image, that we have to literally burn down an entire forest so that new growth can come up. And I want to go into this a little deeper. I'm not talking about forest fires. I love nature and I hate it when there are forest fires, but the forest is often a metaphor or symbolic of the subconscious. If you're afraid of the forest, many people are afraid to dive deep into their subconscious, or they're afraid of what's in there. So when we're talking about burning up the old forest, we're really talking about purging any beliefs in the subconscious, in that subterranean forest, that are no longer going to support this new growth that you are embarking on. So you're starting a completely brand new beginning. You have the makings of this brand new beginning already in your environment, right with you right now. And this Tower just feels like a purging, that we are releasing all of that rotten wood, which was so ready to fall through and to disintegrate anyway. And that's what I feel, is that it's disintegration more than explosion, that it just crumbles. Have you ever touched something that's so old, like a leaf or a piece of paper, and it just crumbles in your hand? That's what I feel from the Tower. It's not as explosive as I have felt it in the past before. Okay, I want to look at this inner energy because I like these two cards. I like these two cards together. We have the Three of Pentacles going into the Sun. So something is working in your inner life, Sagittarius. You're doing something right. In fact, you're doing many things right. You seem to have started a new pattern or a new set of habits, or perhaps, no, it's not a new outlook. It's something that has tangible. So it's a new routine, new lease on life, new way of doing things. You have started this in motion, and you have been feeling like it's working, and these cards are coming to show you, yes, it's working. The Sun is a confirmation. I also am drawn to talk about the creative energy of the Sun card. And the three is also Three of Pentacles. 3 is also a creative number. You can see he's creating these kind of art carvings on the pillars. So whatever you're creating in your inner world, it's given to creative expansion. It's given to creative joy. That part of your creative life is very, very successful, and it's it's just working so well for you. Okay? Now, that is to be the new foundation. So we're literally building from the inside out. The creativity, the new way of doing things, the progress you've been making where you feel the most success, that's the new foundation. And we have this crumbling on the outside, the tower crumbling away, and the Sun actually heading into the tower not almost, but fearless. Kind of like, okay, I know who I am. I know this is where I'm going. I'm not afraid to walk into this situation because I'm going to be on solid ground in the light. I feel like there's no fear here. Fear here. And then we have this promise of the new birth kind of lurking in the background. It almost could be read this way. Okay, they're telling me one more thing about the Sun. So let me just look at this Sun card a little bit longer. Okay, let's look at it together. Okay, we're stressing movement, stressing the idea of building and attrition. I love this Three of Pentacles card because of the way that carving is. You can see that he could just continue carving it all the way down. It's a continuous design. You see this a lot in old Celtic artwork or symbols or something, they have interlocking circles or knots that go on forever. So this is the idea that motion is actually creating your foundation. That it seems very strange to say. You're not building a house, but you're building a path. And I think I want to just say that again. You're not building a house, you're building a path. So this is about creating and making things happen and unfolding, not trying to put pillars into the ground, but just carving out that path and stepping forward on it. Wow, what a nice message for right before the new moon. I'm still going to draw a card for you to look at what you're releasing and what you're embracing. 8 of Cups. So if any card talks about release, it is this card. So anything from the past, any karmic hang up, any energy that has been stagnant and not wanting to leave your field, anything that you have been unable to let go of, that's what this new moon is cleaning out. It's just getting rid of the old. And this is a very healing time for you. We had all of the explosion of fire, all that blinded by the light business going on, but this is a more inward cleansing card, healing card, cleansing. So in this time of new mooning, that's a funny phrase, make sure that you're taking time to cleanse and release. Being around or near running water is going to be very helpful for you if you can put your feet in running water, even if that means turning on the bathtub and putting your feet underneath it. If you can't be by a stream or some kind of moving water. Again, that idea of motion. aligning yourself with getting it out, with the movement of water, movement of energy that helps clear the way for your creative path forward. And look, he's finding a path. This figure is finding a path. All right, just what we talked about. So Sagittarius, thank you so much, really, really so much for joining me. I would love to invite you to check out my website, Soul Guidance with Adriana.com. I'm still offering intuitive readings, and if you're ready to dive even deeper, soul coaching sessions, soul guidance coaching. And I just uploaded new photos. So there's pretty new photos that I took myself. They are not stock photos. So I'd love to know what you think. And I look forward to seeing you right here next time.